All right, hello guys. Good day. You're welcome first of all to my YouTube channel. And please, if this is your first time coming on my channel, I want to urge you to kindly look at the left side of your screen. You'll see a subscribe button there. Please kindly click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more valuable content on Forex like this. All right. For those of you who are new to my channel, I talk about Forex. And for those of you who have been following my last post, well, welcome back once again. So on this video, I'll be explaining the use of pending orders. What do I mean by pending orders? Pending orders is an automatic, or should I say pre-programmed order that you place on your chart, either to buy or to sell at a given period, even when you're not online, when you're not even on your chart at all. And then majorly we have the we have four of them majorly. Right now I think I'm on my MT5, meta trading 5. Yeah, I trade synthetics, and you can see. Okay, for better explanation, let me use my MT4. I think many of us might be conversant with that. So let me use this for an instance. All right. So I'm on my meta trading 4 right now. All right. So normally when you have to place a trade, you either click this button. Can you see that? Or you click this button. Now let's imagine, for instance, I was going to sell from somewhere around this point where the retracement ended. I just click on this, and normally for most of us who are used to market execution, you place a trade on market execution. But then when you click on that market execution, you find out that that is not the only option there. You have four other options there. You have the buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, and sell stop. And then what are these options for? They are all important part of our trade. Now let me just try explaining briefly. All right, so like I said initially, when you want to make a trade directly, you execute it on market execution. But then let's pick them one after the other. What is buy limit? Now, buy limit is used when you are the when the trend is on a downtrend, it's a bearish move presently, and then you want to buy. Literally, it's when once it's you want literally when it's a bearish move, everybody probably sells at that moment. But probably from your analysis, let's say for instance now I can simply assume that there will be a rejection on this place somewhere here. So let's just assume. Let me come down to my lower time frame and see what I have. Can you see? Let's just assume. Remember, it's just an assumed analysis. It's not, I'm not making analysis, and I'm not teaching how to make analysis or how not to make analysis on this video. So let's just say, for instance, now I made an analysis, and then I want to, buy from this other block. That means once price gets down back here, let me delete the bigger one so that we could see this clearly. All right. So what I'm trying to say is once price gets back into this, arena somewhere around here, I expect price to reverse and go bullish. I might be busy, I might not be with my phone. So what do I do? Since I want to go bullish, but presently price is bearish, I'm using buy limit. So I just use my crosshead cursor. This is the crosshead cursor over here. I tap on it, and then just imagine I just read somewhere here. Can you see? Reading this, I can just put my order for 635. Let me say 6352. 6352. So I believe that once price gets there, it should activate, and then I expect price to reverse and go massively bullish. At least I should be expecting over 50 pips. So I come here. Remember the price we read here. Don't forget it. 6352. That is where we plan to put it. So I come here, change this to buy limit, and on my price here I put 0.6 6352, and I click place. Having done that, sorry, 7352. Okay, do this. Let me 7352. Having done that, can you see it's already there? And of course, because you can't always be right, price might refuse to to react to this other block and just keep going bearish. You don't want to lose all your funds, so just if I was the one, I would just anticipate a stop loss maximum. Let me say a 5 pip stop loss. For someone like me, someone else might prefer a 7 pips, someone else might prefer 10 pips. Now remember, stop loss is determined by how much you are willing to risk your account size. So let me just use 5 pip stop loss alone. Can you see? I programmed it, my stop loss is there. And then this is if price activates, this is another block and another other block over here. Sorry, I thought I deleted this. I seem to have so many triangles and that is because I do so many explanation. So let me tilt my phone. Once price gets activated, looking above, there is another other block here. I could just expect that once price get activated, it will go bullish and to this point. So I could put it's wise and safe for me to put my take profit somewhere around there, and let's just say 73, or let me say 74, 740. So I modify to modify, you just long press your order. You can always change. The only thing you can't change is your lot size, but you can audit your entry position, your stop loss, and your take profit to 0.74. That is where I put my, can you see? So once price gets there, it's very close, it activates, and then it activates as a buy position. If price reverses as anticipated, I get on profit, and it keeps going and going and going up till it gets to my take profit, and then that's a good trade for me. But peradventure, it's not going my way. After a little move to the downside, I be on loss, and it closes the trade for me automatically on loss. So many people don't believe in, I've had so many traders who naturally don't believe in, let me close this, it's just all for practice. This is a practice account, it's a demo account. All right, so this I have so many trader friends who don't really believe in pending orders because of manipulation. They prefer to stay glued to the phone and watch price action when price comes to their point of interest. But the question is, not everybody might actually have that luxury of time, so you might just have to set pending order. So that is how to set um that is how to set a buy limit. Now the other version of it is this buy stop. Buy stop is simply a trend. It's already on a bullish trend. It's already on a bullish trend. It's going bullish, keeps going higher, and then let me look for any trade with a bullish trend presently to make a better illustration. I think okay, this should be bullish. All right, this is bullish. Now look at this. Now this is a good example. There are weak rejections around here, and then price tapped into this other block here. If I come down to 5 minutes time frame or 1 minute time frame, I'm sure there was another block there, and there was, can you see a reaction? Now it's bullish. This is another point of interest here where price might be rejected. Let me just put a triangle there. All right, I did a video initially of how to place this, how to do these triangles and all of that, so I might not be explaining about that in this video. All right, so I expect that price will keep getting bullish, will keep going, bullish till at least it will reach that supply zone, and then maybe or maybe not, there can now be a continuation to the upside, or there might be a reversal to the downside. But for now, I'm sure that price is still bullish. So I might not want to enter now at this point because I can see that there were weak rejections here, and I don't know if once again there will be a rejection for the third time. So I could just say, okay, this place This place is crowded. What if price gets above these weeks? Then I think I'm safe to enter. So I could just decide to place my buy stop at 127.71 for instance. Remember, this is just an illustration. It is advisable that you make your analysis properly before you take any trade, and don't just jump into a trade because you feel it is bullish. They say the trend is your friend, but not at all times. There are times when the trend could be your enemy, because retracement could occur at a point where you take the trade. But just for explanation purpose, let's assume I've made my analysis and I'm ready buy buy the trade. So I just look, okay, when once price gets to 126.71, then it's a free zone to buy. So I just come here, click on this. Remember, now the first one was buy limit. Now since price is going bullish and we're also still buying, then buy stop is what to use. You click on buy stop, you can see that you can use your desired lot size, whichever you want, whatever you want, however you want it. So here you type in that particular place you want the order to be activated. I think we checked 127.01. Think so. Let me see if I've not forgotten. No, 126.71. Sorry, I'm always mixing that up. 126.71. We edit 1.71. Done. Can you see my buy stop order is already there? And then what this means is, once this price gets to this point, automatically a buy position is opened for me with this same lot size. And then of course, for every trade you always have your take profits. Let's just say that my take profit is somewhere here. Of course, no reasonable trader, except for some whoever except for a scalper anyway, but naturally it's not wise to take a trade from here and just from here to here. But scalpers can do that with a bigger lot size. All right, so if I'm taking this kind of pending order, I have my buy position. Remember, it's always good to still have your stop loss. So I assume that once price gets here and the buy position is activated, peradventure price does not go my way, and then price just suddenly begins to fall, maybe due to news effect or broker manipulation. What happens? I don't want to lose all my funds just because of these little profits. So while I'm setting this, I should also set my stop loss. So let me just say I put my stop loss somewhere around here as well. 126.65. Long press this, modify order. Stop loss by the left, 126.65. Okay. All right, done. Can you see my stop loss is already there? And let's say my take profit is somewhere around the supply zone, 126.8. Let me use 126.8. 126.8. That's where my take profit is. Can you see? But of course, on a live trade, it's expected that your reward ratio is at least twice your risk ratio. It's called risk reward ratio. That is, if I'm going for a profit of if I'm going for a trade with um stop loss with I'm risking, shall I say, 10 pips. My stop loss is about 10 pips. Then my take profit should be at least 20 pips. That is at least twice of it. It can be more than that. I can take a trade with stop loss of 5 pips and take profit of 100 pips, 200 pips, 50 pips. But at least, the worst scenario, it should be ratio 1 to 2. So this is just for explanation. I don't advise you to take a trade with this little profit and then almost equal risk. That will be too much for your account. So you can see the price is going bullish. If it gets to this point, like I said, it will activate the buy position, and then if it keeps going my way, it eats my take profit. Even with in my absence, the everything goes well, and then peradventure price activates, and then it begins to reverse against my anticipation. In order to avoid me losing all my accounts, when it gets to my take profit back again, this region, what happens there? My trade automatically closes on little loss. So that is the explanation for the buy stop and buy limit. Now let's talk about the sell stop and sell limit. All right, now you can see from this little explanation, let's still use this. Now let's assume that the price goes up as anticipated and comes to this area. There's a probability that price might, go bearish from this point because of some other reasons. If you come to lower time frame, you discover that there is probably an order block around that region. Can you see there? Even on the 5 minutes time frame, there are still 3 week rejections. Let's come as low as 1 minute time frame and let's see what we have there. On the 1 minute time frame, okay, this is the 1 minute time frame. Can you see? So I could just put my entry somewhere around here. The other block is more valid somewhere around here. So I could just say once price gets to this region, I expect that there will be a bearish move, temporal bearish move though. And then I put my sell position at 126.75. That's where I put my order. You come here. Now I'm doing sell limit 126.75. 126.75. That is where I placed my sell order. Let's go back to 15 minutes time frame for better view. Now you can see my sell limit is there. Sell limit because price is presently on a bullish trend, but me, I'm programming it, or I'm automatically requesting that when it gets to that point, a sell position should be open for me. That's why it is sell limit. So of course, for every order you place, there must always be a take profit. I could imagine that when it activates here, the price should sell up to this point. So let me tilt the phone. Can you see this? I could expect that price could fall low, and then somewhere around here might just be good enough for my take profit. Somewhere around here might be good. Mind you, price can go even below this. If I go on a higher time frame and see what has been happening, maybe and maybe price can go below this. But let's just say for now, price, this is where I want as my take profit. So once that sell limit order is activated, a sell position is automatically activated, and I place my take profit somewhere around 126.25. Can you see that the buy order has been opened? 126.25, my sell limit, this is it here. I long press, modify order, 126 point, sorry, take profit, 126.20, sorry, 126.25. Now that's where I put my take profit. Can you see that this is the take profit here? So once the price gets to this place, the sell limit is activated, and then the sell order is activated, and then if price falls down up to this point indeed as anticipated, that is my win. It's a good trade for me. But peradventure, price is not going to stop here. There will be a continuation. Once it activates and it keeps going up, I get to be on loss. And because I would not want to lose all my funds on just a little trade, I would make sure I set my stop loss. So let's just look let's look above the sell order and put our stop loss on at 126.82. 126.82 long first, modify order, stop loss by the left, 126.82. Can you see I've set everything? So I have a sell limit order. Let me look at it from here so you can see clearly. I have my sell limit order here and I have my stop loss above. So peradventure price gets here, it activates. If it keeps going bullish, I mean it keeps going to the upside, and my loss begins to accumulate. When it gets to this point where my stop loss is, it closes the trade for me automatically under minimal loss instead of losing my whole account. But if, as anticipated, price goes down up to this point of my take profit, then it's my win. I get to go home with some cool cash. So that is how sell limit works. The same for buy limit as well. Let's use the order for, sorry, buy, yeah, buy. Okay, sorry, we've explained. I think I've explained the buy limit and buy stop. Now this is sell limit. let me explain the sell stop using this. So using this to explain the sell stop, how does sell stop work? Sell stop simply works when it price is on a bearish trend presently. That is, it is on a downward trend. And then, for instance, now you can see that initially we set a buy limit here, and what that means is once price taps into this place, it's likely to reverse and go up. But peradventure, there is going to be a continuation, and price refuse to to respond to this, and it wants to break through this and keeps going down. What happens? So I could just let me go to another time frame. Let me see if I could. Okay. All right. Let's still use that. All right. So if price gets here and it refuses to reverse to the upside, it keeps going below. I would not want to miss out of the massive, you can see price could still keep on going on a 4 hours time frame. There's more chances that the price will keep going bearish for as long as possible. Let's see one. Can you see 1 day time frame? The price could keep its bullish move up until this region. So what do I do? I look at this zone here and place my sell stop below it. That is, whatever makes price break through this place and keeps going down, then it's likely there's a continuation of a bearish trend, and I wouldn't want to miss out of such a trend. So I place my sell stop below below this region, I mean, and then I place it below that region. But mind you, because of grab of liquidity, you don't want to place your sell stop too close to this, because there are chances that price could come to this point, get here, and weak manipulations, liquidity grab would take place, and then all others, of course the market makers knows that there are a lot of orders hanging around here, so they would just want to clear some liquidity. So ensure that it is not too close to this zone. Give it, you know minimum 10 pips space, 20 pips, it depends on your account size. But let's just say, for instance, I'm putting mine at somewhere around here. So I check it, I'm on 0.7346. I click here, sell stop this time around 0.7346, 0.7346. I place that. Can you see? It is my sell stop order is already there right now. What that means is, can you see sell stop? That means if price peradventure breaks through the zone and it doesn't reverse to the upside, if it keeps going down, once price gets to this region, my sell order activates, and then my sell position is gets activated. And then as long as it keeps going bearish as anticipated, my profit increases. But peradventure it activates and it reverses to the upside, then there's going to be a loss. So there's always need, like I said, there's always need to put a stop loss and a take profit for every of your pending orders. So for this kind of position, I could put my stop loss above the zone, and I could put my take profit looking at a higher time frame. Let me see. Looking at higher time frame, I could put my take profit somewhere around here, because I noticed I think there was an order block somewhere down there. Somewhere around here, there's an order block there. For those who does not understand what I mean by order block, don't worry. As long as you subscribe to my YouTube channel, one of these days I'll make a video explaining what an order block is. So I could just put my take profit somewhere around here. So that is that. Just remember, because it is a bearish trend, is a downtrend, and I also want to sell at this at a particular time. It is sell stop I'll use. Can you see the initial buy order that we opened? Can you see? So peradventure I was not even available. Peradventure I was asleep. Peradventure I was asleep. Let me delete the sell limit order because it has activated. Anyway, this is just for practice. Let me close that. That's to close. All right. So can you see that as anticipated, it's gone. So you can just set all of this down even while you are not available. Just set it when you are not available with your phone, you are asleep, you're busy, you trade, it could just get activated and everything goes well, hopefully for you. And then you just come back to your phone and realize that you've made good profit. That is how this happens. You can see that this our order is about eating our take profit, and that is how the works. So I could have been sleeping by now and my order is on profit, and when I wake up I just come and see that I have something good waiting for me. So that is that about that. Thank you once again. I hope you understand. You can kindly drop your feedback, your comments, your questions on the on the comment section below. Once again, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.